Welcome back, 2017 National Collegiate Paintball Association Championships, and we are in the semifinals. Right now, we are about to watch the Liberty University Flames taking on the Florida Atlantic University Owls, and this game is brought to you by Carbon Paintball. Carbon products are built on minimalistic designs with technical manufacturing for optimized performance. Visit carbonpaintball.com for more, and also they have a 15% off store-wide promo code that you can use at checkout. So definitely head to carbonpaintball.com, get a discount, 15%, NCPA 17, put that code in at checkout. So, Catfish, the Owls taking on the Flames, Florida Atlantic and Liberty. What do you think about this matchup?
I think it's going to be just as tight as the one we just saw right now. Both teams are playing stellar right now. The Flames had a tough game yesterday, but they prevailed. Coming into this match here, we also got FAU, who had a tough game as well. And it came down to a swing point. So, I mean, it's going to be a real tough game for both of us.
Yeah, FAU had a very dramatic game yesterday against Penn State, and they are going to start out with a minor penalty as Thomas Ryan, the animated and one of their stars, Thomas Ryan, but he gets a minor penalty. He's doing the walk-off, hands up, like what, me? Yeah. Wait, you talking about me? I got the penalty? Yeah,
we got Campbell coming up to the Snake 50 here. Trying to see, Robson thinks he shot him in the foot. He's yelling for the ref to check. Robson stand up, Snake right next to him. Look for Campbell to chop up this player. Oh, they got the big man in the center. Well, Liberty W eliminating, or trying to eliminate. Looks like there's Luton is in the middle. Here comes Robson, and he trades out with Campbell, leaving the Snake wide open for both teams. Looks like the big man's going to go make a run on the Dorito side, which he does, and he takes out Luton, stays alive into their DT. No,
hey, Underman did his damage. Body's coming off right now because of the move from Thomas Underman, who played phenomenal for Liberty in the prelims and in the quarters. And there goes another body dying out of his spot for FAU. So in what was a close point.
And here comes that player out, and he gets drilled up.
So McLeod right now is going to run and grab that flag for Liberty. Liberty, the first to strike here, but what a great job by Campbell, and most importantly, Thomas Underman continues to just stunt up there. Oh, man. Up at the wall.
That wall is like, it was built for him. He's back and forth, eliminating players, making runs. This is the big man that has some twinkle toes in there.
He's
quick.
He's very quick and athletic. He's a big guy, and he's moving around like he's one of the really small guys. There's a big dude out there playing that center of the field and making it look pretty easy.
Yeah, that's a big front player right there, I'll tell you that much.
He's built like a linebacker, and he's running like a wide receiver out there.
Yeah.
So, Catfish,
what up?
Let's talk about momentum a little bit. When you get into the deeper rounds of the tournament, for people that aren't, maybe they've been unfamiliar with getting to those specific moments, you've been there a lot. How important is the mental side of the game on Sunday? I mean, obviously the technical side is always important. That's basic. But the mental thing, that's the mystery. That's what's so hard because you can't quite teach it. It's so subjective. How important is that on Sunday?
Oh, it's very important. I mean, you can't break yourself down. I mean, you're going to make mistakes. It happens. You've got to be able to step away from yourself and just be like, okay, that happened. It's in the past. Time to step forward. Time to go for another point. Let's do this. I mean, the players that can do that are the players that are stars. That's why you see the Robsons in there. You see Underman in there. You see Campbell. They get shut off at the break. They go back out and they look and see what they did wrong.
I absolutely agree. So let's look at this replay. Look at Underman come through and just demolish the line here for FAU. Nice and good, clean form. Comes through, keeps that gun level. And there was the body coming out of the box on that minor penalty assessed on Thomas Ryan early on in the point, right as the point started. FAU going very Central Florida-esque with 3 guns up off the break in that center. And there is the MVP, I felt, from the last game that we saw that got them to this point, in Corbin Robson.
Yeah, he was definitely balling out of control yesterday. But like I said, we're going to see if these kids can keep a straight mental head after some of the mistakes.
So again, tripling up that back center, doubling up the back center for Liberty, but tripling it up for FAU. But then on the delay, here comes Thomas Ryan and Corbin Robson pushing up into the center. But Underman, I mean, they might as well let Underman just start in that center 50. And he gets a shot on Thomas Ryan. They have to contain Underman, and there's 2 more kills. Another kill for Underman. Underman's going to run through. He's looking for the run through right now, and he gets checked back into that spot. It's a good job by FAU to contain Underman. They might have got a shot on him. No, he's having a little problems with his gun right now. Still, though, 2 confirmed for Underman.
We got 1 Liberty player coming off and 2 FAU Owls. Looks like Underman is definitely having gun problems. Gets his gun back up. I don't think he caught that player. Oh, and Underman just gets torched up by the Dorito side.
Underman went to sleep on the player for FAU who was making moves on the D side, and as soon as Underman drops, here comes Corbin Robson, who gets past the 50-yard line. So nice heads-up timing move by Corbin Robson.
Oh, and he shoots that guy out.
He trades out with him, but still, and Corbin was like, hey, that was a good shot, but you know what? I just made another really good move.
Yeah.
And that is going to allow his player here in the snake to get the snake too, but he's kind of looking crossfield, doesn't know where the bodies are, and he's just going to giddy up and run down. Needs to be careful here. This is an important point for FAU to try to tie this one up. And now he's just kind of recklessly gunfighting.
Yeah, definitely. Did this turn into a one-on-one?
It might be a one-on-one. I don't see another body for FAU out there. I thought there was 1 player left alive on the D side, but as we were watching Robson run through, I think that body might have died. Yeah, I think it is a one-on-one.
Yeah, no, it is a one-on-one at this point.
Yeah, it is, because now we're looking at the eye in the sky, and so it's a one-on-one situation, and this is a very crucial moment here.
Oh.
And
Liberty wins that
this is what I was scared about. In the snake here, it's not Galea. I can't remember who it is, but he's wearing Galea's jersey. Regardless, he was gunfighting right there recklessly, like they needed to make up 3 points in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's when I'm asking for a reckless gunfight. That's what it looks like. That is not the type of gunfight strategy you want to bring when it's 1-0 with all the time in the world left, and you're down just by 1. He needs to tighten it up. That's not the type of gunfight you need to bring to that situation right there.
Definitely not. Looks like Liberty Flame are going to sit on a not too comfortable, but I mean, it's a comfortable 2-0 lead on FAU. But I mean, you definitely can't. There's so much time left in this match, and FAU is definitely a dangerous team.
Well, what do we always say? Win the close points, right?
Yeah.
These points are close. Underman is absolutely the weapon right now for Liberty up in the center. I mean, the casual way he got those first 2 kills, he comes over the top and gets the first kill, catches the next guy coming out. The mistake he made was getting mentally out of the point when his gun went down.
Yeah.
He totally focused 100% on trying to get his gun up. Now, I understand that it's important to get your weapon working, but what happened when that was going down and he was looking at his gun, a move was being made by FAU up on the D side, and then by the time he got his gun working, and here's the move right there on the... And so by the time he got his gun up, he kind of got caught sleeping a little bit. So a mistake there by Underman. And then here was the reckless gunfight there, and the snake in that one-on-one. You can see he's very frustrated with himself, as well he should be. You got to tighten it up a little bit in there when you're in a one-on-one situation. Yeah, he's spitting out the paint. Got that direct dry right in his face.
Yeah, it tastes good.
Paint does taste nasty. It tastes like detergent.
Tastes like strawberries.
You know, like when you were a kid and you were cussing and your mom washed your mouth out with soap?
I never cussed. I was an angel as a kid growing up.
That's what it tastes like.
An angel, as my mom would say.
Oh, Catfish, that was hilarious.
You
do know that I know your mom, right?
My nose growing right now? I might have gotten in trouble 4 or 5 20 times.
But now you're all grows up, grows up.
You know what they say, your kids are going to be just like you, so I'm in bad shape. Looks like both those players jump up in the middle and just exchange.
Well, that's what FAU needed to do. Yeah. Get Underman out of there, and also Liberty loses a body from that D side, so no attacks on the field, no attackers on the field or in position right now for Liberty. So let's see if FAU can take advantage. They did split the field, and here comes Robson. He's now going to come up to what has become his favorite spot.
Yeah,
he loves that stand-up can.
Yeah, he's been doing work for that stand-up can.
He has.
You know?
Nobody's killed more people from that stand-up can at this tournament than Corbin Robson.
Maybe there's something at this can. People that are going to Dallas, maybe take a look at this can. It looks like we got FAU in a snake too. The Flames look to be content in the back gray bunkers here. Robson just walking into the stand-up 50. The Owls controlling snake 50 and the center 50. Still trying to get that extra body off. Liberty down to 3 players to the Owls 4 strong. Oh, Liberty player just coming off now.
This is the point for the Owls. They have dominant field position and a dominant lead on the body count. They're in the 50, here in the snake, in the 50, also in the center. Yep, Corbin past the 50-yard line, and he knows exactly where the bodies are. He shoots out one. He's going to run down the last one.
Oh, wow, a little back massage.
I just love, you can really see Corbin putting it together. He always knows the count. I haven't seen Corbin get surprised. You know, he gets in his spot. He already knows where everybody is.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
So even when he came up and went up past the 50-yard line, he knew exactly where the last two players were left alive. Stitches the first one up and then doesn't even miss a beat. As soon as he shoots that guy, he already knows which way the last player is shooting. So he cuts in the inside and runs that guy down to confirm to end it out for Corbin Robson. He's just playing chess out there, man.
Yeah, that's definitely a smooth game of chess out there for that.
Well, what is paintball about? It's about putting variables together in your head. So if you're moving downfield and you know, okay, well, there's a guy in the back Aztec towards the D side, and then also at the mini wall. The Aztec's been looking inside a little bit. Oh, there he is. Bam, I shoot him out. Knew exactly where that was. And then he did, again, just no hesitation whatsoever because he already knows where that last variable is and what that variable's doing. So is he shooting right? Is he shooting left? No, he's shooting towards the D side. Why? Because they're crossed up. There's only two of them left. The other guy's shooting snake side. He's just putting it together very well in his head, and it looks really smooth, very stylish out there for Corbin Robson.
Look at Luton take this jump to eliminate Underman because they know he's going to be there. I think that was a very smart play on FAU's part right there.
That was a smart play call. And then here's Robson on the run through.
A little front massage, a little back massage. No happy ending on that one.
So Corbin Robson, FAU putting a point on the board here, but still down by 1, 4:45 to go here in the first half. Close game. We'll be right back. This game is brought to you by Carbon Paintball. Make sure you head to the website carbonpaintball.com, and they have 15% off store-wide sale going on right now as long as you use the promo code NCPA17. That's 15% off store-wide Carbon Paintball. Definitely check it out. Love the new company. Coming out with some really high-level products. So, really close match right now, Kat.
Yeah, really close. I look for FAU to do that play in the middle again with Luton to try and get the Underman, and here it comes again.
Does exactly the same play.
Yeah.
Doesn't get him. Underman goes in a little bit lower this time and avoids the jump shot from Luton's. And then Luton's is going to try the jump shot again, and he gets taken out. So nice adjustment. Man. Nice adjustment by Underman.
Yeah. Now Underman knows that there's no one there to take him down, so now he's able to, he's a bit freed up to stand up and do what he needs to do in there to get another point for his team. Looks like he missed. Oh, he slipped on the Dorito side. Dorito player creeping in the D2 and eliminating Luna out the middle. And a major being thrown on the Flames right now. It is falling apart on that side of the field right now.
Yeah, this is a couple bad points right now for Liberty, kind of throwing it away here. Yeah. But Corbin Robson catches one, an uncharacteristic early death for Corbin, especially with all the bodies that have come off. So for the first time I think I've seen at this tournament, Corbin did not know where that body was on the D side, and he gets caught. But it doesn't matter because he still have 3 more bodies left alive.
Yeah, and a minute 39 left on that major.
Hey, great job there by Thomas Ryan and Galea. That's not Galea either. They have 2 Galea jerseys, 1 red and 1 blue, but that's not Galea.
You guys are trying to be sneaky over here.
So I think that's the volley in the blue and Nick Girardi in the red. So Girardi was the one that believed that lost the gunfight,
okay.
And then Lavallee was the one that just hung that flag. So 3:45 to go. It is all tied up at 2, but, and this is a pretty big but, there's a minute and 39 seconds left on that major penalty. And another thing is that what Liberty was doing right, they're starting to do wrong. They're not playing clean, and they're having little mistakes like this. You see Underwood, again, dropping the ball over there on that D side. I mean, he did make a nice adjustment to stay alive in there when Luton's was coming in, had a couple jump shots, and he missed them. They were able to get that, but then this happened. They get that minor penalty just as Underwood was coming off.
4 bodies coming off right there on that at that time.
So Liberty needs to tighten it up, or they are going to give this game to the FAU Owls. Still a lot of paintball to play here. 13:45 left in the match, 3:45 left in this half, and there is Ansbro.
Just as close as I thought it was going to be. I mean, this is a good match right here.
Yes, this is a very, very good match. We knew this one was going to be a fight. I mean, we just didn't know if Temple was going to be able to step up against Central Florida. I thought they did. They really did. The Temple played really well.
Yeah.
The Temple guys should go home patting themselves on the back. I know they're not going to do that because they did take the loss, but I thought they played University of Central Florida Knights real tough, but Knights still won a 1-point match and moved on to the finals to await the winner of this game.
Yeah, they just proved that they are definitely beatable because they took them down to what was 1 point, 2 points left? Yeah.
1 point.
1
So
point.
let's get a quick update from Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, that major penalty during that last point was on Christian Campbell. He was hit in the hopper, it sprayed all over the place, and he kept playing on. So that's why you see him starting in the box.
Looks like we got Luton coming up to that center wall. No Underman there to keep him from going.
Yeah.
Underman taking the walk right now.
Yeah, so Underman, that's a bunch of 3 points in a row here where he's made some sort of error, this time losing a gunfight, and he's one of their killers. So he had a really good first point.
Yeah. We have one of the Gala twins coming off of the field here.
It's Girardi. I think that's Nick Girardi.
We got Corbin in his bunker, as to say, which we've named now the Corbin bunker. Looks like we got the Flames in the back, gray area, locking it up. We got 3 Liberty players alive, 4 on the outside. Al's in prime real estate, keeping the Flames back here. Look for Corbin possibly to spread the field.
Well, there's no one on the snake side.
Yeah.
And Corbin is definitely the closest guy to the snake, so maybe a tactical retreat might be in order here for him to try to spread the field and get into the snake. The problem is he does have 2 guns on him that side, and Liberty trying to get their body out of the box. Actually, yeah, so he's going to be getting out of there in 15 seconds. You can see there Corbin Robson at that white can in the center. And then now we're looking at the line for Liberty as they have spread the field. And they're flooding those guns out towards the snake side. Well, they also, FAU needs to move up on the D side. I know
that player comes out and is eliminated. So
that's
Liberty still 3 players.
Huge kill for the Owls right there. It keeps it 3-on-3. They avoid the 1-body advantage for Liberty by getting that kill. And there's Robson trying to put it together with Luton's.
Luton's, you know what? Luton's is having a pretty good game right now.
Luton's is having a good game.
Yeah, he had a good game yesterday. I mean, got called out on a penalty, an unfortunate penalty yesterday. But I mean, he's still having a great game.
Luton's now checks off on that snake side. I think what needs to happen is maybe Luton's can come around and put in the stand-up Temple enough for Robson to get back. Or Robson could just cut more towards the center and then just ghost back, get to the stand-up Temple, and just slowly work his way over to the snake.
Looks like a Liberty player pushing in a D1 on that side. Luton just missing his window of opportunity.
Yeah, but by him moving to D1, that's actually going to help Robson get over on the snake side of the field if he wants to, because when he was in that back corner bunker on the D side, he had a much better shot. So now Corbin's just going to cannonball across the side, across that lane.
He's wild, man.
Hey, that's one way to do it. Oh no, see that's the low percentage play, and that's a mistake right there from Corbin. What he should have done was tactical retreat, Fedorov back to the back line, and then come across.
Now it looks like at that same time, Corbin got eliminated. Ansberg got eliminated on the real side, switching this game to a 2-on-1 in favor of the Flame. Luton gonna try and catch this player coming. Oh, and changes out with. It takes an extra for his effort.
And his.
The ref's gonna tell him that he's clean. No.
A tough point for Liberty right there. They hung tough in that one. They did not have the field position. FAU had all the spots, but FAU could not solve the riddle of, hey, what bunker should I go to next? How do I break through this cross?
Yeah.
And Corbin Robson making a mistake and trying to just cannonball across the lane here to get into the snake. Didn't go with his gun up, didn't ask anybody to put anybody in. He just did that solo, and that's not really what you want to do in those situations. The safer move would have been to come from that can, push a little bit into the center, run backwards, and then slowly but surely make your way into the snake. Would have been much simpler to do, but he took the low percentage route. It didn't work out for him, and then Luton's gets run down in the center. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. 19 seconds to go. 19 small seconds to go here in the first half. And a 1-point advantage for Liberty. And Catfish, we really couldn't ask for a closer match. Both teams with penalties, both teams fighting strong here, but some mistakes on both sides of the field. And Liberty, though, edging out the Owls through the majority of the first half. I doubt we're going to see another point put on the board in 19 seconds. Everyone's probably just going to get to their spots. A little head shake there from Corbin. I think that he knows he made a mistake in that last one, and it's a pretty rare mistake. And then now we're looking at Liberty coming out.
Yeah, what I'm loving right now is the adjustments being made on both teams. I mean, Liberty was sending Underman to the wall, and he was consistently getting kills. You know what, FAU, we got to do something about it. He sent Luton to the wall to challenge that. Consistently taking the Underman out at that point. So what did Underman do the next point? Stayed back.
Well, what Underman needs to do, though, is he needs to be aware of the moves being made on that D side of the field. Now, some of that's communication, some of that's visuals that you get when you are head checking on that side. But he should be able to follow that guy down. He's been gunfighting down that side of the field the entire match. The only time that Underwood hasn't gone up to the center 50 is the 1 point that he stayed in the back, and what happened? He got shot out of his spot. So, you know, yeah, it's been kind of a tough first half for Underman. He did have an awesome first point where he got a bunch of kills and was the reason they won that one.
Actually, yeah.
But it's high risk, high reward up in that center. That's a tough spot to play. You're going to be constantly be pressured. A lot of times you're potentially going to have a guy on the other side of the bunker from you, and you're going to have to deal with that. So,
and he's a big man.
Yeah, big guy, but very athletic for his size.
Yeah.
So we're going to have 10 minutes on that clock here for the second half and going in 1 point game. But FAU, yeah, I think that Liberty has just done a slightly better job of adjusting, but across the board, I mean, it's still anyone's match, Catfish.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right. It's anyone's match at this point. I mean, the point spread is very minimal.
Well, let's check it with Lauren. Looks like she's down with Richard Ansbrough.
Thanks, Maddie. I am here with Richard Ansbrough. Now, this first half, you guys have been playing strong, but you are behind Liberty going into the second half. What are some things that you guys think you need to tighten up in this second half to make sure you can get the momentum back from them?
We just got to tighten up and stay alive. I mean, they're not doing anything special, really. We just got to really come together, tighten up. That's it. We're getting shot out of bunkers stupid, you know. That's not going to win matches.
When you say tighten up, though, like what are some specific things that you guys, mistakes you're making that you need to adjust and make sure don't happen in the second half?
We're just dropping bodies early. We can't afford to do that, fight down bodies or low body situations. Usually our strength is playing up numbers and keeping control of the game and just taking it slow. And if we're losing bodies early, we can't really do that. So we just got to stay alive early and then take it from there.
All right, we'll see if the FAU players can stay alive in this second half and bring it back against Liberty.
Yeah, thanks, Lauren. And Mr. Consistent, Richard Ansbrough, they got two of them now with Corbin Robson, but both those guys stumbling a little bit, but picking it up again. It's all about adjustments here in the second half. We're going to see which team makes the better adjustment. Again, this game brought to you by Carbon Paintball. Check out the 50% off store-wide on their website, NCPA 17. Use that promo code at checkout. We're going to be right back with second half action, so stick with us.
Look at it. There you go. To get to like I need a ladder, I need to get down, I have to go pee, and it's like fucking. What happens when the thunderstorm comes through? I'm dead. You're gonna leave you up on that metal scaffolding, right? They're gonna catch you on camera eating that banana. HR and paintball, see how that goes.
The second half is about to begin here. It's a 1-point spread, a very close match between the Liberty Flames and the Florida Atlantic University Owls, and it's been exactly, Catfish, what we thought we were going to see. We thought this was going to be a close game. Didn't really feel like either team had a big advantage over the other. Both teams have deep rosters. Both teams have multiple stars. There's one of them for FAU, and Ryan, Corbin Robson, Richard Ansbro. I mean, they got a lot of depth. Both Girardi and Lavoli have been playing well, the two Knicks. You know, so that's deep. And then on the flip side, with Liberty, you know, Underman, Dickerson, Campbell, they've been getting it done out there. So who is going to make the correct adjustments? So look at Corbin Robson going up this time instead of Luton's, and he's going to come around and get a shot on
Underman.
Yeah, an Underman. So
trading and getting clearing
that's the battle up there. It's tough. That's a tough spot to play because you're going to get bunkered out a lot. You're going to be bunkering guys out a lot, and it's tough to get the communication because you're at the dead center of the field. He's far away from the coach and he's far away from the rest of his players. But nice quick move by Thomas Ryan to immediately fill that spot. I love the casualness that Ryan plays with.
Oh man, it looks like we got two Flames walking off to the one Owl walking off. I mean, that was a key move. FAU is going to need to do that every time Underman's in there, because if they let him just do what he does in there, Underman's getting 2 kills a game when he's in there.
Well, you know what I like that I'm seeing from FAU is their secondaries. They understand what they need to do as far as the game plan is concerned. So, like, look where Thomas Ryan is. So Thomas Ryan they had a guy in position based on the game plan to fill when Robson went through to take out Underman. Liberty doesn't have anyone positioned, and now they have to worry about a guy that's on their side of the field because of this good move by Thomas Ryan.
That's
so
another point.
Heads up by Thomas Ryan again, and looks like Luton's was still alive in that back bunker.
Looks like you had one of the doppelgangers hanging the flag here.
Yeah, one of the Knicks.
Yeah.
That's Girardi.
Yeah, look, I mean, like you said, there's going to be some close points here. The Owls evening it up with the Flames. Looks like Liberty's having a little chat. Looks like they're wiping Underman down. I mean, Underman's just getting spin after spin. I don't see him sitting any points in this match as close as it is right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, he doesn't seem to be losing a step. He's a pretty fit guy. I'm looking at him right now in the pits, and he doesn't look like he's breathing hard. So, yeah, you run that guy till the wheels fall off. He's been doing a pretty good job of dealing with the mental battle up there. I mean, he's been taking his lumps. He's been given some lumps. You know, as far as maybe a little criticism, again, the only mistakes he really made was just losing the count and losing the body on that D side, which caused him to die a few times. You see Robson making the run through there, but Underwood had his gun up and was able to get that trade, so, you know, that's not a bad situation. The bad thing for Liberty was the fact that they let Ryan fill it. They didn't have a body in position to fill when Underman got shot out of there, whereas FAU did. That's why FAU has been stacking up 2 bodies in the center of the field. A couple reasons. One, it's the safest place to go. Lots of bodies been dying going out wide on this field, so you can preserve those bodies and have a higher possible chance you're going to get all your guys out alive if you send them up the center. But the issue is if the other team gets out wide, then you're going to have problems in there. But because it's been hard to get out wide, more often than not, that play's been working. So again, just a really heads-up point by Thomas Ryan there after the nice run-through by Corbin. Well, nice bunker move by Corbin Robson, and to tie it up. It's 3-3 right now. 8:35 to go. I think we're going to continue to see a seesaw battle back and forth here in the second half. It's just who has enough in their tank and who is going to make the right adjustments. Liberty needs to start thinking about those secondaries, though, because this is such a close game and, you know, both teams are losing bodies, and it's really about that scramble. You know, how do you react? It's that read and react. How am I reacting to the changing variables out there? And it looks like FAU, particularly on that last point, might be doing a little bit better job of that.
Here comes Luton, jump shot. Oh, they jump shot the opposite side. They both have the same idea, but they choose the total opposite side of the W to do their jump shots. And I don't know if they know if each other's there. We got Corbin in his bunker. The can stand up behind the W. We got Underman trying to get a shot out and getting shot in his back as Lewin comes across.
But his buddies picked him up. And
here comes Corbin to his bunker on the other side.
Ooh, Corbin Robson.
Mowing someone down on the Dorito side. Now picking up the stand up and back. Yeah, you're hit.
We might see a major penalty on Corbin Robson. So Corbin Robson initially had a good move. He did get a kill off that, and Liberty's not going to get that body back. But what does happen is a bunch of bodies falling off. But it looks like there's Mr. Consistent 1, which is Richard Ansbra, and then Mr. Consistent 2, which might have to pull his Mr. Consistent card. That's the second major I've seen him get past 2 games. Did he get one in the last game too?
No, I don't think he did. I think it was Lewin.
Okay. Corbin's been playing incredibly consistent, but he did get that major, so it's going to be up to Ansbra over there on the D side of the field.
The one-on-one.
See if Richard can pull it off here, one-on-one situation, or will it be Liberty? Tie ball game right now, tied on the count after that chaotic point. However,
Kyle Babb.
Well, if Richard can stay alive for the next minute and 25 seconds, FAU gets that body out, and it makes it a 2-on-1. So if I'm Ansbro, what I'm going to be doing is just hanging out.
Just chilling?
I mean, obviously, I'm going to be trying to get a shot on Babb over here, and keep him honest, but I'm not going to be pushing the issue, because I know I'm going to get my teammate out. Now all of a sudden it's 2-on-1. It's a lot easier to win a 2-on-1 than it is to win a 1-on-1. Babb should know that too. So Babb needs to put himself in a position that when that penalty expires, that he has a shot on him coming out of the box.
Or at least covered.
And then when Babb goes to shoot the guy from FAU coming out of the box, who I think it is Corbin Robson in there. But what he needs to do is that he should know Richard Ansbach is going to make a move off that. Because if I'm Richard, I'm like, okay, well, as soon as you switch your gun to shoot my buddy, I'm going to take off and try to get some ground and hope that you lose me.
Yeah, I don't think it's Corbin, but that FAU player knows that there's 30 seconds left on this penalty. He's getting kind of antsy back there.
Babb is absolutely mindful of the box. I mean, he keeps head checking over there constantly, and he needs to listen to his coach. His coach needs to tell him and give him about a 2 or 3 second warning so Babb can efficiently deal with that shot. And Babb is now just gunned up, and he still has 12 seconds. Babb, this is a little early to just be gunned up on there, but Richard's not doing anything on that. Ansbach is just tied up and looking to try to catch Babb. That's not the move he needs to be making right now. He should probably be advancing down the field. He's just allowing Babb to get a free shot on his buddy. Oh, but Babb not able to do it. It's a nice job by FAU. Good job by Richard Ansbach over there.
Being mindful of
Consistent, number 1. Picking it up from Mr. Consistent number 2, who got the major.
Help him just clear that right off the board. That's a good teamwork right there.
So now the Owls are going to be taking a 1-point lead.
Oh man, back and forth.
And he's going to be walking that in. And since there's, I'm going to say 5:13 left to go, really no reason necessarily. I mean, okay, if they conceded, which they did, going to save a couple seconds, but it is a really close match. And there is Richard Ansbach coming off. A very solid performance for him in that point, really helping save the team there on that one and burn through that penalty. So we will see slight lead. Let's check in with Lauren.
Thanks. That major penalty in that last point was on Corbin Robson for a hit on the hopper and playing on. But Corbin was here on the sidelines, and his communication was on point. He was letting both the players on the Dorito side and the box know exactly what was happening during that entire point. As the penalty time was ticking off, he told Kevin in the box to start getting ready, and he was trying to communicate with his Dorito side player, Ricky Ansbach, to be watching Kevin's back as he was coming out of the box. So he had really on-point communication that helped them win that point.
Yeah, communication obviously key here, and particularly when you have the luxury of a coach and people can talk. Obviously in the NXL, and I'm not the biggest fan of coaching. If you've been listening to us over the years, just because I feel it does take away from some of the better moves out there, but it does add a lot of participation, which is why college paintball has decided to keep it. Plus, again, this is a throwback to the old school X-ball style of play with halves and coaches, and so we're looking at some of these replays. You saw the double jump shots there, and then constantly playing the aggressor. I'd like to see Underman bunkering people instead of getting bunkered.
Lewin just doing his job in there, you know.
Yeah, and then there was Babb ended up getting taken out. I mean, he did put himself in position to shoot the box, and not only that, but the player from FAU came out towards the side was kind of a little bit of a disadvantage for him, but he just had a great shot on him. So FAU making the proper adjustments and having some clutch points. 5:11 to go. Underman, again, the constant presence up in the center.
And then looking Doritos side, trying to get that elimination. Looks like we got the Owls doubling up that center back tower. Looks like the Owls are just coming out conservative. Corbin making a move to his stand-up can bunker at the wall. Looks like Liberty putting 2 players at the wall at the current moment. Oh, Underman just getting clipped. Now 1 player at the wall for Liberty, giving a slight advantage the slight advantage to the Owls right now. Looks like we got FAU trying to filter through the Dorito side.
Oh, what a great shot by Liberty up in that center, taking out Corbin Robson. Robson loses his gunfight, didn't trade out with anybody. So even though Underman died without killing anybody, Corbin dies without killing anybody either. So they trade bodies, it's 4-on-4, and here comes Luton's.
Luton's gonna try a jump shot, nope. Looks like Luton's gonna.
He wants to come around.
He wants to come around though.
See if he can stay alive, and he does, and then finally gets taken out by the back center. Luton's probably should have just stayed at that stand-up can instead of trying to engage, because I think if he had just hit in there, he would have stayed alive. Still, regardless, that was a nice bunker move right there. It is now 3-on-3, and trying to spread the field out. FAU on the snake side, get to the insert bunker, insert temple.
Looks like
bottom portion of your screen.
The Flames filtering out to D1 on their side of the field. Both teams trying to spread the field here, like you were saying, Matt. Looks like the Owls now going into D1 as well. 3-on-3 right at the current moment. 4-3 lead for the Owls. Looks like this is where we're gonna hit a low in the game, where they're just trying to figure out where they're at and just trying to assess the situation. Looks like one of the Owls is just dipping into the 50 Dorito.
Thomas Ryan, he got shot out. So Thomas Ryan, a little frustrated. He's turning around and giving the ref a piece of his mind.
Oh wow!
Thomas Ryan
Liberty loses a player.
Thomas is definitely a chirper. He chirps a lot. He likes to let the referee know what he thinks about everything. And now we've seen him get a little hyped up over there. He's still walking off, looking back, going, "Where did that shot come from?"
2-on-1 advantage Liberty at the current moment. Liberty player making it to Snake 2, looking to make it to the Snake 50, eliminating that last Owl.
Well, Babb again in the Snake. Kyle Babb trying to finish this point off.
Richard trying to fight off 2 Flames here.
Richard Ansbraw, last player left alive again for FAU. So survivability starting to become an issue here for FAU Owls as they may be throwing away this lead. 2 players left alive for Liberty. Kyle Babb in good position here at the 50-yard line on the Snake side and biding his time. This is perfect. As soon as Richard got off of him, he moves up. Textbook 2-on-1 form from Babb. Looking real crisp. Oh, but he gets clipped. Richard Ansbraw gets a shot on him to pull to a 1-on-1 and then comes over to the back bunker here. Wow, Mr. Consistent stealing his nickname back from Corbin Robson. Really stepping up right now for FAU. That was huge. So now it's just 1:45 seconds. There's a decent chance that this 1-on-1 may be the point that decides it here in this semifinal match.
Ansborough is just content sitting there, and he should be 1.5 minutes left in this match with the Owls leading. He's just going to sit there.
He doesn't need to do anything other than just watch that flag and keep head checking. Liberty's still pretty far away, as he's trying to close the gap here with 1:20 left to try to win a 1-on-1 to tie this up, maybe take it to overtime. We'll see how much time's left though, or if Richard Ansbraw can just hold on and seal this game up for FAU to go on to play Central Florida.
This is game point right here, Matt.
Yeah, this is definitely game point. Is that McLeod for Liberty? I think it is.
Yeah, it might be.
Michael McLeod for Liberty, trying to save his team here. He's able to get to the flag, so step 1's taken care of. He has the thing he needs in order to score a point. And so now McLeod past the 50-yard line. Ansbraw, not sure how much paint Ansbraw has on him, trying to pull off this, trying to become a hero right here and win this 1-on-2. Now down to a 1-on-1. McLeod is completely out of paint.
30 seconds.
McLeod just picked up a ball off the ground and is now head checking. And Ansbro is in perfect position to just stop McLeod. And McLeod, if he's picking off paint, that means he doesn't have any paint to put Ansbro in. I haven't seen Ansbro pick up paint, but Ansbro also hasn't been shooting his gun. So I'm guessing, there goes McLeod. He comes across, does he tries to shoot him. Does he shoot him with the one ball he picked up? Ansbro, and Ansbro gets him.
Wins the turn.
With
match.
With what I think might be one of the last balls that he had. Richard Ansbro, fist pumped in the sky, a triumphant performance for him as he pulls off a 1-on-2 in the last point of the semifinals to punch the Owls tickets into the finals to take on Central Florida. What an amazing performance. The star of the team right now, and it's, hey, that's what you want. Yesterday it was Corbin Robson. Today, it's Ansbro. I don't want to take anything away from Thomas Ryan or the other guys that have been the ones in the attackers, but you know, that's what it takes right there. Sometimes it just takes one guy to step up after the entire fight, and if they kept it close, to have a huge point to win it for your team. And there are hugs all around for him. You saw McLeod walking off, head down. He didn't even have one paintball left. Yeah. And so, hey, McLeod, he gave it 100%, but 100% just wasn't enough.
Oh man, I mean, running out of paint, that's tough. Picking up paint off the floor, it's not like you can, like you said, you can't put them in.
That was a long point. That was a long game, man. Lots of points played, and let's check in down with Lauren here and the winners.
Hey guys, I am here with the MVP from FAU, Richard Ansbach. Congratulations on that win. Liberty had a chance there to tie this up and bring it into overtime, but you held it down. How are you feeling though during those last few moments as he was pushing down the field?
I mean, me personally, I always play with a chip on my shoulder. I'd rather shoot the kid in the face, but it was a smarter play to just chill, let my guy come out of the box, work the 2-on-1 advantage, and then the next one we had the point advantage, so obviously he's got to come to me. So I was just chilling, listening to my coaches, taking advantage of that, and playing smart.
Now, Liberty did give you a battle. You guys had to fight for that win. Moving into the finals, you will be playing against UCF. I know you're friends with them. You're both from Florida. So going into that match, what are some things you think you guys need to talk about, focus on, to make sure you can pull out a win against UCF, who has been one of the strongest teams this weekend?
Well, they've definitely been strong on their guns off the break. They would. That's how they shut down Texas A&M. So, and when we played UCF last year in the semifinals, that's how they were shutting us down, killing us off the break. So we're going to make some adjustments and do what we need to do, and should be an exciting match.
All right, well, I'll make you tell me all about those adjustments later, but good effort from Liberty. But FAU will be moving on to play UCF in the finals. Stay tuned.
So the most important game of the tournament, the stage is set. The final matchup to see who wins the 2017 NCPA championship. And it is going to be going down 1:30 Eastern time. University of Central Florida Knights, the favorites here, going to be taking on the scrappy Florida Atlantic University Owls. So stick with us here. We'll be back with this important game. See you in just a little bit.